Imagine if you could measure the pressure of the market, either up or down, for any time frame of your choice, for any ETF or stock of your choice, so you could make money during the day or possibly 50, 100% or more trading overnight. And it's free. I'll explain how to use it in a moment, but first, let me show you where it is and why I decided to create it. As many of you know, I'm an overnight swing trader. I like to trade the overnight gap. You know the gap. The market closes at one point at the end of the trading day and either opens up or down the next morning. That's the gap, and it's tradable. And sometimes it's a rather big move, big enough that you can make 25, 50, 100% or more overnight. But the thing is, you need to know which direction to point your trade. And of course, that's what SpyTomorrow.com is all about. It gives you an indication by measuring what we refer to as the pressure at the end of the trading day. However, some people would like to use it for other stocks or other ETFs or different time frames. So now that's available. No, I'm not giving away the farm with this. SpyTomorrow members still have access to the purple algorithms, which have longer track records. And of course, they have the probability numbers that they can work with, among other algorithms and tools available within SpyTomorrow.com. However, the Strade algorithm is a newer algorithm combination that I've been working with, which is pretty consistent. And so I started playing with it, and I decided that, I could give people what they've been asking for, the ability to measure what they want. At 4 o'clock Eastern Time, anybody can see on the front page of SpyTomorrow what the purple algorithm pressure reading is, either up or down. Now, of course, members have access to the probability number, which gives them a better idea of how aggressive or conservative they might want to be with the trade. However, the S-Trade or Strade algorithm is an opportunity for people to check in to see what is the pressure at any specific time, the way the S-Trade algorithm measures it. But even more so, you can take multiple readings. You can take a reading, say at 1 o'clock, and then a reading at 3 o'clock, or 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, or 9 o'clock and noon, whatever you want to do, maybe every 15 minutes, and see what the pressure reading is for the specific stock or ETF of your choice. Because right now, the purple algorithm on the front page of SpyTomorrow shows you the up or down signal for SPY, SPY, representing the S&P 500. And members have access to the QQQ and IWM to compare the different algorithms so they can make a more informed overall market decision as to how they might want to point their trade overnight. Another reason I'm doing this is because I really do want to find the best combination to help us understand the pressure overnight. What has the best track record? The purple algorithm has an excellent track record that runs about 70 to 75% correct over time, and we have a long track record of following it. But there may be a better pressure signal that gives us a better indication of what might happen overnight, or maybe a combination of signals. Maybe it's not the combination of SPY, QQQ, and IWM that we're using now. Maybe we should be looking at a time frame between noon and 3. Right now, the algorithms measure between 3 and 4:45 or so. So maybe the best option is something different. But we're never going to find it unless people are testing it out for themselves and trying new ideas. And of course, members have advanced tools such as the S-Trade Compare or Strade Compare, which allows you to measure different time frames a lot more conveniently. Just pick the two files and it'll automatically do the math for you. We also have the S-Trade AI, which allows you to upload data for custom AI analysis. If you're interested in high risk, high reward trading and day trading just doesn't seem to be working out for you, you might want to consider overnight swing trading, and there are a number of videos, the SPY trading videos, that will help you get a sense of maybe what's the best way to trade overnight using options or leveraged ETFs. If you're interested in high risk, high reward trading and day trading just doesn't seem to be working for you, you might want to consider overnight swing trading, or what we refer to as SPY T trading, which is a hedge style trading. And I have quite a few videos on this, so I recommend you check them out. Speaking of checking it out, let's take a look at how to use these tools. So head on over to spytomorrow.com, where on the front page you'll see the option for S-Trader Strade Pressure. If you're a member, you'll also see the Strade Compare and the Strade AI option. You can also easily go to the Strade or S-Trade page, clicking the yellow button. Here you'll see the option to upload data. If you don't have data available, you can always click this yellow button to get the data from barchart.com. I'm not affiliated with barchart.com, nor do I have a relationship with them, but it is a good place to get data that I like to use. It defaults at SPY, the S&P 500, but you can use any ETF or stock that you wish over time as you experiment. I often recommend you start off with about 10 days out to expiration. You'll also want the side-by-side chart versus the stack chart. And you may see it this way first. You need to go side by side, and there may be some limitations as to what data you can download if you don't sign in or sign up for an account. It doesn't have to be a paid account, but if you sign in, say via your Gmail, you'll have more access to more days of data, as well as other types of data that Barchart offers. However, if you are a really active user, you may want to consider signing up for a Premier membership. Again, that is not required. Once you have your data, click Download, and then go back to Spy Tomorrow. Here's an example. We can look at, let's see, October 9th, which would mean this is for October 10th. We'll take the furthest expiration out, which was October 23rd. Click Open. As we know, volatility does play a role. It defaults at 20 IV, but we know SPY is much lower, so we'll go around 14, 13, and then click Analyze. As you can see, the market sentiment at the time this data was taken was bearish. Now, there are a number of things you can do. You can look at the market sentiment overall to trade and say, hey, it's looking bearish. Or you can look at the trend. You could take another reading. In this situation, this was the end of the day reading. We could go to a 3 o'clock reading, open, and you can do the math to decide if this is a bullish or bearish trend at the end of the trading day. Or if you're a member, you can use Strade Compare Tool, take the newest file, which would be the 348 number. We'll go once again do the 23rd. The older file will be the 3 o'clock file. Click Open, and then click to Analyze, showing that it is slightly bearish over that period of time. As you can see, it was a neutral call that day from the purple algorithm, ultimately with a downward leaning direction, and we did have a down day the next day. We also have another tool, which is the S-Trade AI, which allows you to upload data from barchart.com in a CSV file. And there are many different types of charts over at barchart.com. And you can ask the AI questions about the data, such as what does it mean? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Should you care? How would you use it? Things like that could help make you a better trader and make better decisions. So perhaps there's another type of data that works best for you to help you determine the pressure and the direction you wish to trade overnight. So there it is, the opportunity to measure the market pressure that is right for you for overnight swing trading, measuring the time frame that's right for you, measuring the ETF or stock that is right for you. But one thing I highly recommend you do is keep good notes. Make note of what is working and what is not, during what time frames and during what, say, IV levels. It's your ETF or stock, a IV of 25 or 15. It's important to make note, especially if it moves around a lot, because different markets offer different opportunities. Make note of how well you did and what type of trade you made. Was it a small position size, or was it a SPY T trade, such as a SPY T B trade or SPY T C trade? Take a look, figure out what's most consistent and works best for you. Once you get that pattern down, once you have your system down, just keep doing that over and over again until you reach your goals.